Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today in this video tutorial we are going to learn how to integrate chart.js and we'll use bar chart example and we will use static data in jQuery. So this video is a continuation part of my previous video in which we have learned how to integrate chart.js and we we created a pie chart example in which we type this code to render pie chart and the output of the last video was this. And so today we will focus on the bar chart example. So let's get started. First of all, let's go back to the Visual Studio, and here as you can see some of the bootstrap. So I will create another div. So div of class column dash medium dash 6, and in this div we will type our heading. In heading will be bar chart example, and second one will be a div, and in this div we will create our canvas. So canvas id will be my bar chart, and we'll close it. And I would like to give it width and height. So width of 400 and height will be 200. So that's it for the HTML part, and now I will move back to the jQuery part. So in jQuery we will follow the same steps that we followed in our pie chart video. So first of all we need a context, and context will be of bar chart, and this will be of document dot get element by id and my bar chart. Okay guys, so I will zoom it a bit, and similarly we have our chart object. So my bar chart equal to new chart, and this chart will contains a context. So context will be bar chart and other one will be the object. So in this object, as we know, we need to pass the type of the pie chart. So type will be type of the chart, sorry, type will be bar, and second one will be the data, and data will represent the object, and this object contains different properties. First one will be label, and labels represent the data sets of our values, and this will be Jan. You can type whatever you want, Fab, and last one will be March. Okay, I hope you are understanding, and make sure this property name you should type correctly, otherwise chart gonna be problem on rendering. And second one will be data sets. Data sets is an array, and this array contains an object as well, and in this object we need to pass different properties as well for data set. So first one will be label. Make sure it is not labels but it is label, and label will be, let's say we have earning, and another one will be a background color, and background color we need to pass in RGB format. So let's say we have RGBA object, and in this RGBA we will type this color value. You can type whatever you want, you can copy it on from the internet. I am just typing it randomly. And border color will be RGB A 255 99 132, and alpha will be 1. And other property is the border width. So border width will be 2, and second one will be hover background color, and this will be RGB A 255 99 132 0.4 of alpha, and second one will be hover border color. You can look into these properties in detail by visiting Chart.js website, and there are lots of other things that we are not showing in this video, but it is very vast fields of attributes and settings and other options. You can look into the documentation for this. And hover background color will be RGBA 255 99 132, 1. So that's it for the options, and last one will be the most important, and this is the data. And data we need to pass is let's say we have random data 65 56 and 45. We need to pass 3 data because we have 3 layers. So let's save our work, and let's run this project by pressing Ctrl F5, and let's see what we have got. So let's press Ctrl F5, and here we go. The bar chart has been successfully rendered, and this is the label of earning, and we have 3 data sets, we have 3 values against we want to display their chart lines, bar lines. So we have one January and February and March. So I seen the problem here in the bar chart. It is not showing the bar for the March, but it is showing the value 45. So the reason for this, our scale is starting from the 45. So we need to adjust the scale size of this bar chart, so that our chart will start this axis from the 0. So let's go back to the Visual Studio, and I have already written that code, and I will paste the code here. So here I will paste this code. We have options, and in options we have scales of y-axis, and in y-axis we want our scale to begin with the 0. So there are other also some options available for these charts. You can always look into the documentation. So we need to pass these options in the parameter of this object. So after the data object we need to pass this option. So options will be the option. So this is the key. This must be the option, and and this option will provide this data. So let's run once again our project by pressing Ctrl F5, and let's see what we have got. But our option code is not working again. So let's have a look what we have done. Go back to the Visual Studio, and Here is our options, and we have correctly passed the options. This option, I think we need to declare it above the code that we have typed. So I will paste the option here, and let's see it is working for us now or not. Let's press Ctrl F5 to run output. So here our code is working properly. Now our scale is starting from 0, and we have March data as well. As you can see, we can this is the one data set, and we can pass data set as many as we want. Let's say we want earning, expenses, and other type of data set. So every data set will represent the different bar, and we can represent it with different color. So that's it for the video, guys, and I hope you understand the concept of the bar chart, and I've also discussed pie chart in our previous video, and in our upcoming video we will focus on the pie chart and bar chart, but we will not use static data in jQuery, but in replacement of this we will use the server side data that we will pass from the controller in ASP.NET MVC application. So I hope this video will be helpful for you. If you find this video helpful, kindly like my video, subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.